It is a relational thing that happens between two people. And to feel more happy and joyous and alive, you have to say something and then see what happens next. And be present enough to do that. If you don't do that, guess what you do? Guess what I do? I'm not sitting on my high horse here. This is what I do. I know most of you do this. Instead of waiting for the next thing to happen and having all the space inside us to wait for the next thing to happen, we are walking on eggshells. We are trying to prevent hurting the other person. We are trying to say it in the nicest possible way. We are worried if they're going to get defensive. And then we're so far ahead, we're planning on saying something loving and nice if they get defensive. And then we do that and it backfires even worse. You can't know until the next thing happens to know how to respond differently. You can't know what it's going to be, mainly because we are not in touch with how we feel inside, with kind of an ownership of what's happening here in me. When I say something and it feels like I did all this planning to go slow and say something, and you are then rolling your eyes at me, that's always accurate that that's happening. Always. I'm a pretty gentle, loving guy now. I'm not driving 14-year-olds around drinking alcohol, right? I'm a really different person. So I approach really gently, and I approach really slowly, and then the person gets mad at me. That's the pattern to now see. That's the stopping point to know, oh, that just happened. You know why that person gets mad at me? Because I've been more angry in my past 5 years, and that person has experienced me getting angry, and that person is still scared of me. That's not a problem. That's a thing to heal. They're really mad or they're really scared, and that's actually really happening. All relationship conflict comes if I then try to make that person not mad at me because I want them to understand I just spent the last 30 minutes preparing what I was going to say. So it's unfair that they're mad. It is unfair that they're mad, and it sucks. And that just happened, and relationships only grow deeper when you always say, yes, that just happened. We don't do that. We say, no, that didn't happen. That didn't just happen. You didn't just get upset with